Americans have to ask themselves, why are so many in government committed to protecting individuals who are arguably the least qualified and most morally bereft among us? In most cases, in particular among Republicans, when even accusations of wrongdoing are leveled at somebody, the tendency is to just run for the hills. Why is our government so dedicated to covering up for Joe Biden? That's the thought exercise we undergo in today's preamble. The pro-Democrat wing of the GOP has weighed in on potentially holding Joe Biden accountable for what he's accused of doing. Minority Leader Mitch McConnell has said that impeaching Biden would be, quote, bad for the country, end quote. McConnell, according to reports, had a different take when it came to impeaching President Trump, though to be fair, McConnell did vote no on impeachment because the evidence presented by Democrats was so weak and circumstantial, nothing like the evidence the GOP has gathered on Joe Biden. On the other hand, Mitch McConnell has been gunning for President Trump to the delight of the biased press for years. Upon learning of the Democrats' political impeachments, Mr. McConnell reportedly signaled that he was elated that the Democrats would be taking care of the, quote, son of a bee for him and his establishment cronies. McConnell and his moderate Republicans must recognize all the harm being done to our people by Biden and how much better off we are under President Trump than we are under Biden. From the economy to national security to our God-given rights, on every measure, Trump is superior to Biden. So what explains all the Democrats and the inexplicable number of Republicans' support for keeping Joe Biden safe from paying the piper? Could it be that there's a bipartisan effort to undermine the rights of our people and install a government that tells the people what to do in direct conflict with our U.S. Constitution? The government under Biden has been busy telling Americans they can't buy the light bulbs they want to buy. They can't buy the dishwashers, the water heaters, the stoves, and the air conditioning units we want to buy. He's taken us from being a net energy exporter back to being dependent on enemies for our energy. Our electricity prices are through the roof as electric companies who donate to both political parties get filthy rich off our devalued dollars. Over an estimated 7 million illegal aliens have been ushered into America by Democrats, over 2 million unvetted. Now the Democrats want to use your money to build housing for illegals. The GOP on the federal level has done nothing to stop this. Even though there are tactics the Democrats use freely when they're in the minority, the GOP refused to use them. The FBI has launched a bigoted anti-Catholic campaign calling Catholics racists, among other things, as justification for launching a surveillance program against the faithful. Now, I could go on, but you get the idea. Now we learn that the U.S. Attorney, David Weiss, a guy who took a 5-month Hunter Biden investigation and turned it into a 5-year investigation, the guy who tried to sneak an unprecedented immunity deal for Hunter Biden past a judge, the guy who's been changing his story on the authority he had to pursue Hunter Biden money wherever it led, he's now been appointed as a special counsel under the guise that he needs the appointment to do the job right. But that contention contradicts his previous statements that nobody was standing in his way when he was investigating as a U.S. attorney. And now the fear is that Weiss will pull a Durham, drag out his investigation until it's no longer perilous for permanent Washington by letting statutes of limitations expire, run out on crimes committed by our government. The fear is Weiss will erect a wall under the guise of investigation so that conservative investigators will be thwarted in their effort to expose the malign activities of Joe Biden and his Democrat and GOP protectors. Does the betrayal of our own government run so deep that the reason why so many are willing to protect Joe Biden is that they're really protecting themselves? It's why I think President Trump drives these people nuts. It's because he's not been part of their decades-long cabal. He is 100% dedicated to our people, not protecting the secrets of wrongdoers in the government. Seems to me the currency in D.C. is blackmail. Everybody has something on somebody else, and that assures that everybody is committed to the cover-up, so government never pays a price for betraying our people. The only thing lost in this endeavor is that nobody is left to protect we, the people.